Good evening, and then welcome once again as we continue with um, the area under a care for this particular one. And this particular class in question for today, we will be continuing with some of our questions. I think with the previous week, we we basically went through the normal curve, and then we had the opportunity to solve some of these particular questions. So this particular week today, we will be continuing with some of our questions, and there are some additional ones I'll be dropping in between the middle. There's some questions within the same trend on TEWU and other stuff that was formulated during previous semester. So we're going to look at all those ones today too, so that we can see how best we can approach all of these. So in just some few minutes, when you check your platform, you are going to see that I've just dropped another question here. So we solved question number 1. I just want us to be sure. Let's all go on the page and we can check on the page. We solved question number 1, right?
Yes, please.
Good. So if you solved question number 1 today, and we all got it right and everybody was okay, today we'll be looking at the question number 2. Hey, I've 10 member. Sorry. But we're looking at question number 2. So can someone read question number 2 for us?
Okay, please, I'm reading.
Okay, thank you.
A researcher found that the length of time for 5-person student groups to reach a consensus on a sexual harassment policy at the University of Ghana has a normal distribution with please, what's that symbol?
Just say population mean. So
Okay,
yes, this is population.
all right,
Yeah.
thank you. With population mean equals 2.2 hours and 0.
Population standard deviation. The other
and
sign is population standard deviation.
population standard deviation equals 0.25. A. What is the probability that a randomly selected group of students will reach a consensus on a similar policy in less than 1.5 hours? Please, I'm reading again.
Okay.
A researcher found that the length of time for 5-person student group to reach a consensus on a sexual harassment policy at the University of Ghana has a normal distribution with population mean equals 2.2 hours and 0.25. A. What is the probability that a randomly selected group of students will reach a consensus on a similar policy in less than 1.5 hours?
And then you guys remember that when we were solving this, we basically wrote out 2 formulas that particular day, right? Do you guys remember?
Yes, please.
Good. So we wrote 2 formulas on that day, and we're saying that if you see population standard deviation, you know the sign that actually goes with that or meets that. And then if you see population mean too, you know the sign that actually goes with that. So we went through those particular one. But in this instance, it said that the normal distribution is what? What's the normal distribution? With a mean of what? A mean of what? What's the mean?
So 2.2 hours.
And then the standard deviation is
0.25.
0.25.
Good. Okay, let me check this. So on the page, so a researcher found, so we have 2.2 hours and the standard deviation, and then the variables, we are giving only one variable, right?
Yes, please.
Okay, so let's move to what we are supposed to do. In this instance, what's the first thing that we do when you want to approach this? What's the first thing that we do? We first have to what? List our elements. That's the first thing that we'll do, as in we first have to list the elements, right?
Sir,
So yes,
please, are you sharing your screen?
yes. Can you all see the screen, or there's
Please,
an issue?
no, I can't
No,
see, even
we can't
from,
see.
I did not even see the question itself. My hand has been up for long. I
I'm
wanted to
coming.
ask
Okay,
where you are
sorry.
reading the question from.
I'm coming. As soon as question, I'm coming. Can you all see the whiteboard?
We
Yeah,
can see a
yeah,
Yes,
whiteboard.
please.
yeah.
The white.
Good. So the question, sorry, the question was posted on the platform. You let me just display the question over here. Let me just display the question for just a few minutes. Why is this? Sorry. Let me just display the question for just a few minutes, and then I think we can carry on. So those who are wondering where we're reading the question from, so I'm just about to just display the question just for some few, just use 2 minutes or a minute just to just go over it. Please, can you see the question now? The question
Yes.
is this.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm sorry that you're not able to see the question, but this is the question that we are about to ponder over our approach. So if we are done reviewing the question and then I can go on, you just let me know, then I do that. Can I carry on?
Yes, please.
Okay, so there's a question. And then mostly what we do is that we're basically going to list the elements. I hope this question, you can even solve this question, right?
No,
So
me, I can't solve it.
uh, so someone is saying she can't solve, so you no problem.
It's
Let's
not the
just
only person. No.
no, there's no issue if you think there's an issue and you really, so over here we're going to list our sign, the population mean. What was the population mean? What was the standard deviation? And then what was the x given? So in the question, what was our mean, population mean?
2.2.
2.2. And what was our standard deviation? Population standard deviation?
0.25.
2.25.
2.25. And what was our first variable, as in the first x given us? What was it?
Was given as 1.5.
0.5.
1.5. Do you guys know all where these figures are from?
From the question.
Yeah, from the question. So if any of you are still having challenges in where locating some of these questions are from, when you check the YouTube channel, Kojo Fosu Inspire, you realize that we did the first one that we did. There's a video on it on the channel that we did, a Zoom class that we did. So you find exactly where we got all these figures from and everything on the channel. So when we do this What formula are we going to use? What formula are we going to use for this particular one? What formula are we going to use for this one? What's the formula? Who can actually help us with the formula for this particular one?
Sorry.
Yeah, what formula?
X minus the mean over SD.
Is please again the formula again.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, I'm listening to you.
I'm saying X.
Is it the Z score is equal to X
yeah,
minus population mean
over
population
SD.
standard deviation?
Yeah, population standard deviation. Sorry.
So there's a formula we're going to use for what we are going to do. And what we did for the last time that we met is that I always thought that most of the things you're going to use for this particular course will be more like just substituting the values into where you foresee where the values are located. Okay. So for example, we have Z here, which is that's the dealing with the first one. Over Z, the Z value is equal to what is 2.2? And so first of all, the question I ask you, what is this? What is X? Sorry, what is X? Why is it taking quite a while before it reflects? Sorry, I've just some. What is X? What's the value of for X?
1.5.
It's 1.5.
Thank you. 1.5 minus what's the value for population standard deviation?
2.2.
2.2.
0.25.
Yeah, 0.25.
No, 2.2.
Let me check the question. Okay.
The 2.2
It is the mean. Is the mean.
The mean.
So the mean is 2.2.
Hello. To bring this to a halt, let's go down. Let's just go back to the question. The question says that the population mean is 2.2. So this is where the 2.2 is. Please, I hope you're getting me. Those who are saying 0.5, but you're looking for the population. This is where we are finding 2.2. Do you see it now?
Yes, but you said standard deviation. That's why.
Oh, sorry. Then it was for mine. So the population mean is 2.2 all over population standard deviation. What population standard deviation?
0.25.
0.25. So Z is equal to 1.5 minus 2.2 is what?
0.7.
0.7.
Is it negative?
Please, do you all agree?
Yeah,
Negative
0.7.
Negative. It's negative.
Negative 0.7 all over 0.25. So what would be the answer?
2.8.
2.8.
Yes.
Do you all agree? 2.8. I'm not receiving response. Do you agree, or I should give you time to calculate yourself also?
Please, it's negative 2.8. It's negative.
Negative what?
2.8.
2.8. Thank you. Negative 2.8. Yeah. Don't forget to always bring the negative, but we saw it's negative 2.8. Are you okay? Up to this point.
Yes.
Up to this point, are you okay?
Yes, please.
So can I continue?
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
So now the question said that the question is saying that a researcher found that the length of time for 5-person student group to reach a consensus on a social harassment policy. So consensus on a social harassment policy. So the main thing we're looking over here is consensus on a social harassment policy. So when you go, do you guys know how to look for the table, right? We've done that already, right? So I'm sure
Yes.
by now some are already on their heels to even give us the first to what it will be. So listen. So therefore, we say that consensus on sexual. Oh, what just happened?
That's it.
So I just off my this one. Sorry, I'm coming. Sexual. I just turned my this one off, so that is why I'm getting mixed up in writing. Okay. Harassment. Sexual harassment policy. So now what we are going to do over here is that we have the value which is 2 point what? 2 point minus 2.2, right? Right.
Yes.
So what is going
Yes,
over
yes.
here is that I said that always if you are giving one value, if you are giving one value, if you are giving one value, you deduct that particular value from what? You deduct that value from what? 0.5. So listen, the first thing that we have to do is that we still first have to go and look for the what? The value of minus 2.8 on the table. That's the first thing we have to do. So now minus 2.8. What is the value of this on the table?
The value is minus 0.4974.
The table is asymmetric, representing both positive and negative, but we don't apportion well the negative at the end, but so it is 0. What?
197
0.4974.
0.19
No, 4974.
It's
0.19.
49.
Okay, sorry. The ones whose background is noisy, please try and then mute yourself to help. Fred,
Eddie.
please, if the person's background is noisy, the person cannot do. Don't mute the person. Put the person in a waiting room or just remove the person. Okay.
All right, please.
Thank you.
Okay.
So please, you said 0.1.
No, 0.4974.
0.49. Zero point four nine. 0.4974. 0.4974. Please, do you all agree?
Yes, please.
Okay. And I hope you all know how to find for this. If you don't know how to find for this, please, the first video will actually give you tutorials on how to find for this. So since now we have this particular one that we all had from the table, and we all know how to get this from the table, right? So now what you have to put in mind is, as I said earlier, if you have one value, what happens is that you are going to deduct it from what? 0.5. Please do you get on what I'm trying to say?
No,
No,
I
no.
don't think
If you have,
so.
if you have one value account.
Okay, so what I'm trying to say is that when we are seeking to find a portion of area under a curve, we are finding two portions. So sometimes when you even solve, you get 0 and you still have to plot on the graph. So if you to find two portions, you cannot only use one value. You have to get two values. I hope you get what I'm trying to say.
Yes.
Please, I hope you're getting what I'm trying to say. You realize that when we are plotting on our graph, for example, if you are plotting on our graph like this, we start from maybe here to here. So we need two values, or here to here, somewhere to somewhere, where we find a portion of the area or outside it, right? Or it has to be outside the area or inside the area, depending on how we are plotted. So outside or inside the area. So the issue over here is that this time around we are giving only one value. We are giving only one x. which was what? 1.5. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So if you are given one value of x, it means that you are going to deduct it from what? 0.5. So for example, remember when we were doing in secondary school and then junior high, when we were doing statistics, when we had something like, don't forget, I know you still remember, we had something like 0 to 5, 6 to 9. Who remember this thing?
Yes, class midpoint and class boundary.
Thank you. You remember that we were subtracting the upper limit and the lower limit by what? 0.5.
Yes.
Yes.
Do you remember very well?
Yes.
So at the end of the day, we'll come and get like something like sometimes we used to get 1 point, is it 0.5? And we'll come and get something like 5.5. Who remember those things? Maybe 4.5. You get like 4.5 here. Then we'll come and get like what do you call it? 9.5 or those kind of stuff. Do you remember that we subtract the upper limit by 0.5 and then we add 0.5 to the lower to the upper limit and we subtract 0.5 from the upper limit? Do you remember that?
Yeah, we remember.
Good. So in this case, the principle over here is that if you are giving one value, because we are trying to find an area, is we can't have only one value. You are going to subtract 0.5 from that particular value we have gotten.
Step, please. Say.
Yes.
So is it a 0.5? We deducted from the value, which is the negative 2.8. Then we got the 0.4974.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
My question is the 0.4974. How did we got it?
The 0.4974, we got it from the table. That's what I'm trying to say, that if you are not able to get how we got that one from the table, that means you have to watch the first video the first class that we did. It's in the video on the YouTube channel. So you just log on to the Kujifusu Inspire, and then when I'm done, I'll show you where you can get that particular video to watch. It was a table that when you go to the table, it will show you how you can track or trace and align and get where these figures are from. Are you getting me? So please, some of you, if you are lost, it means that you're not part of us with the first video. So by the first video, we were able to get, we did a video, we did the first class, we did a video on it. So please, I'll post it back on the platform after the class. Please, I'll admonish you, watch it. It will show you all the directions and how we're able to get it. It's a very easy one for you to track on the video. Very simple. Okay. So you just bear with us on this one. When you watch that one and you piece them together, you realize that everything will become clear to you. Okay.
Okay.
So you're welcome. So when we have this, so now it's going to be, we are going to have 0.5000 minus 0.4974, right? Will be equal to, what will the answer be? What will the answer be?
0.1.
Yeah, coming.
What?
Zero point.
Zero point zero zero two six.
0.0026. Right?
Yes.
So listen, if the question ever asks you for percentage, it means that you're just going to do 0.0026 times 100. That's how you find percentage. I hope you get what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
That is if the question asks you for a percentage. This one, the question has not asked us for a percentage. That's why I'm not writing it there. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yes.
Yes, please.
So now let's move to the table that we have to draw. And let's look at how we're going to go about the table. You see, the previous table that we drew, realize that we shaded in the within the what do we call it? Our curve, right? But there's going to be a difference over here when you're giving one value. There's going to be a slight difference. Look at something. This one. So look at it very well. We had what? Minus what? 2.8. Minus is found here, not here, right?
On the
So
left.
Yeah, sure.
yeah, so I'm assuming that those who also feel like they're not getting how we are getting the minus here, the first video, that description is on it. So minus 2.8, I'm estimating that this is where my minus is. Then I'm just putting here. So the probability of that is that now the shaded is outside the area, which is 0.0026, not inside. Because listen and listen very well. Listen and listen very well. We are giving only one figure, one value, right?
Yes. Yes.
Remember the first one that we were doing, because we are doing two values, we are plotting two values on the curve, right? Where we were saying that,
Yes.
so let the first one that we are doing, look at something here. I just want to draw some small curve here. You guys should follow me here. You remember the first one that we were doing? We had, but one that we were solving, we had what were the figures we had? We had 0, and then we had negative 1.6, right? Negative 1.6, and then we had something which was like, let's imagine like 1. So we always had two values. So either we had the other one, we had 0, and 0.2 was still a value that we were plotting. So for example, if you had negative 1.6 and we had this one, that means we are shading in. If we had 0.2, maybe 1.6, it is here, so we are shading here. But remember that we only had one value. So the moment you go and plot, you shade here. You are trying to say that the probability of refining the consensus on the sexual harassment policy by these students is from maybe 0 to negative 2.8, which is not true, because we're only giving one value. So that means the probability of what them reaching the consensus is what 0.000026. That's the probability, but it's outside the curve, not inside the curve, because you are giving one value. So it is outside the curve, not inside the curve. So just put in mind that when you're giving one value, it is outside the curve because you're only plotting one, not two things. So if, for example, let's imagine we had another value like 0. They give us another value and we had 0. That means we would have shaded here, right? If maybe they give us another value and it was maybe we had positive 1. We have plotted our 1 here and we would have shaded the whole of this place and then written that our values is here. But now they only gave us what? Only one value. So the moment you come and shade inside, you are trying to say that they gave you a value which was 0, or they gave you a value that when you saw you had 0, which is not true. I hope you get what I'm trying to say.
Yes, please.
Hello, Eddie.
Yes.
So is that okay? So that is the reason why when Doc was when Prof was solving the question with us on Saturday, he deducted the mark we got from the figure we got from 0.5000.
I was on the class, so I can't really
Yeah, I
get them.
mean, when Prof was solving the question with us, he deducted the figure we got from 0.500, but I didn't know where he got that 0.500. So it's now that I'm understanding that when you are given only one figure, you have to
If I
subtract
give you one value, you subtract. It is in the
one
slides.
value.
I know it's in the slides he has given you. He stated it in the slides that he gave. Yeah. So if I give you one value, so when you check the slides, you see that he made mention of that particular part of it that you are supposed to deduct from 0.500. Yeah. So that is basically it. So if you are having maybe a confusion, that's where it stems. Like it's not a confusion. If you had maybe a misunderstanding of it, maybe that's where the clarity will stem out for you. So if you look at, well, as I said, he will give you some assignments to solve, and then he will be benevolent enough to give you a scheme that he's using so that you look at it. So you realize that when you are solving, you come across that component of it, and then you see that this is how he came across that and that and that and that. Yes. So I would want us to look at, please go back to the question. Let's go back to the question. Let me see something. Let's look
Sir,
at question number. Yes.
please,
No, no.
on during our lecture, I asked Prof that will we draw? Is it compulsory for us to draw? But he was saying that it is not compulsory for us to draw something if you wish to draw. So I don't know if
What I'm supposed to do here in this class is that I'm supposed to basically teach you everything there has to teach you beyond classroom and beyond the world and what you're going to meet in the world. So Obeka, if
okay.
you're not supposed to draw, that means now you know how to draw. So it just becomes more like an advantage or a bonus to you in terms of your capacity. I hope you get what
Okay.
I'm trying to say. Yeah.
Yes.
But when he sends you his solution, you realize that he's also drawn it. And when you look in the slides, you can see drawings in the slides, right? I'm sure you're
Yeah.
not supposed to draw, but he was drawing in the slides.
Yeah.
Weren't good. So basically, it is also that's also to help you to know how some of those things are done beyond just the classroom. Yeah. Is there any question? So if there's no question, can you guys spend the next 10 minutes looking at question number 3? Question number 3. I think let me project that. Question number 3. If you can spend some few minutes pondering over this question, question number 3. Please, can you see question number 3?
Yes, we can.
Yeah. So if you can just spend some I want you to just solve the A first. The rest are the ones. So just try and see your hands on this one, the A, and let's see if what some of the answer you guys got, and then I'll mention the answer I have. Then we will solve it and then see how best we can go about it. So let me just give you a bit of a 5 minutes, then we'll go about it. Okay. Thank you very much. So we'll be back exactly at, is it 9:20, right? Thank you.
Namo. Namo.
So when you are done, you can drop your answer in the chat, as in the answer you saw that you had in the chat. Later we'll solve and then do the curve and everything. But if you're done, you can drop the answer in the chat.
Hello.
Hello. You're done. So you can just drop your answer there and we'll just start kicking off with the solution. We're just about to kick up with a solution for that particular one. So what are some of the answers you guys got?
For the 3A, I got
3A. What has to do with TEWU? Yeah. So can we carry on? So the question says the annual income for TEWU workers in all the public universities in Ghana are assumed to be normally distributed with population mean of 18,500 cedis and population standard deviation of 1,600 Ghana cedis. A. What proportion of TEWU workers receive an income greater than 20,000 Ghana cedis? B. Less than 15,000 Ghana cedis. So in this case, once again, we move on to list out the values of what is there. So maybe we'll come again, giving elements as usual. Somebody may write given values or whatever it is. It's still the same thing. It doesn't mean it's still the same thing. So as usual, somebody may also decide to write
Hello.
out the full meaning of population standard deviation. It's still the same thing. Somebody may write population standard deviation also, or population mean. It's still the same thing. So then my first question to you guys will be, what does the population mean stated in the question?
18,500.
18,500.
18,500. Thank you very much. What is the population standard deviation listed in the question?
600.
1,600.
Please, so I think I'm lost. I'm doing different question theory, but what you're saying too is different.
Okay. So what are you getting that is different?
No, my question is a hospital claims that the average length of patient confinement
Okay,
in
sorry, this is a question that we are doing. So maybe I get back. This is a question that we're doing, the one I projected on the screen. So this was the one that we did. So you just I know the question you're talking about. We'll look at all those. So this is the one that we were looking at. So we did this question number one in the first video. We've just done this in just right now, and then we're moving to this particular one. Then we'll do the four. Then I think we'll look at the hospital video and also in the subsequent video. So we are just doing this one at the moment. Please, are you okay? Hello.
Yes, please. Yes, I am.
Okay. So what's the first value for X?
20,000.
20,000. I'm happy that I can see a lot of ladies talking. Well, mostly we say ladies don't like the maths in GH. So I'm just happy it is. So they are taking the lead in this. So calculating the Z. Forgive the handwriting because it's an electronic board, so you can't blame me too much. Of 20,000, which you guys just said. So, once again, what's the formula are we going to use for this?
Z or
X
X
Yeah,
minus the population mean
good.
and
divided
all
by
of
the mean
the
standard deviation.
population standard deviation.
I like the way you guys are all taking here. That means the first video I posted did some good work, and
Yes,
Yes.
miracle.
I'm happy.
so
I'm happy that I did. So please, you can also subscribe to my YouTube channel as you are also watching those videos. Thank you very much. So
We will.
now let's move to the first one that we want to solve. Z
Yeah, we are
is
solving
equal
for
to,
A, right?
yeah. So we're solving for the A. So
Yes.
since we are solving for A, which is our first, our 20,000 over here is what we are solving
Yeah,
for now.
20,000. Yeah.
Now the question is, what is X? So we're going to put things in the formula. So you guys should guide me. What is X?
20,000.
So
20,000.
20,000 minus,
18,500.
18,500.
amazing,
all
all over.
over 1,600.
Divided by
1,600.
1,600.
I'm sure this one, if I even make a mistake, you guys will chew me alive.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, so you now get that some of these things are easy for you to deal with. It's not anything
Of
difficult or
course.
complex.
Yes,
Because
yes.
you've not been exposed, you feel that it's difficult, but it's not. And some of these things are the things you're going to see modeled in your examination, in your assignment. And I know when you see some of these things, you'll be definitely able to do them with confidence.
Sure.
So now what 20,000 minus 18,500 is what?
1,500.
1,500.
1,500.
All over.
1,600.
1,600.
1,600.
Please, some of you may go straight away to writing the answer. I have no problem with you, but I always prefer having to solve everything systematically so that as we are learning, somebody gets to know how come we arrive by each particular figure or answer. So let's move on. What answer then do we get?
0.9.
0.9375.
0.9375.
0.9, 0.9 what?
93.
3.375.
Good. This is where I have to come in again. So let's clean this. 0.93
75.
75.
what?
75.
75.
75. I want to ask you a question.
0.94.
Yes,
I'm coming.
0.94.
Please,
Yeah.
please, let's go down. Let's go down. I'm coming. I know some of you are quick and understand, but some too, they also have to understand how come 0.375. Good. Some too have to understand how come we came by order. So you see that the table that we are using, we are doing 2 decimal places, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah,
Good.
yeah.
So if we say we are going to look for 0.9375 on the table, are we going to get it?
No.
No,
Yes.
That means, are you going to get it?
No,
No.
no,
no.
no, 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 no.
So where are we going? It means that means we have to run it to 2 decimal places. Am I right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sure.
So now our answer becomes 0. If I run it to 2 decimal places, this is 1, this is 2. It
2.
means
2.
that the number that is beyond the 2 decimal place, which is here, the 3 over here, we are going to run this one up, the 7, in addition to the 3, making 4. So it becomes 0.94. If this
4.
number 7 here was 4, it means that we wouldn't have run it up. So from 0 to 4, we don't run it up to a decimal place. We don't run it up. It would have been 0.93. But because the next number after the 3 is beyond 5, so from 5 to 9, we can run it up. So it's because it's beyond, it is 5, it is 7, we run it up and it becomes 0.94. Please do get me. Those who
Yes.
don't get, I'm not
Yes.
sure if you
Yes.
know that. I hope you're getting it how we arrive at 0.94.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
please.
Good. So please, now when you go onto your table, the table that you people have me, the table I don't have, I even have to go and look for my own. I think Fred requested for it. I think I have to look for it and send it to him. So Fred, I'll get
Yes.
it and send it to you. So when you look on your table, looking at what was sent to you by your lecturer, What is, so I come, let's do this. Area under the curve for Z value is 0.94 is equal to what? So now, what is this equal to? So what I want you to look on the table that we went through. 0.94. What is it on the table?
0.3264.
Do you all agree with him?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Zero. Hey, Charlie, he said, are you serious? The shark level can see you.
Yeah, 3264.
Both
That's
again.
correct.
So therefore, so become workers receiving income greater than 20,000 will be what I said, that if you are giving one value, what do we do?
Subtract it from 0.500.
So 0.5000 minus 0.3264. What will be our answer? What will be our answer?
0.1736.
0.1736. But as I said, if you want to look for percentage, I'm not saying it's for the question is not asking for a percentage, but if you want to look for percentage, you'll be like 0.1736 times what? 100. That's how come you get percentage. I hope you're getting me. So if you're looking
No,
for the percentage,
please.
what I'm trying to say is that
Please, sorry. Please, where you got to the 0.50, please, can you take it again?
0. Okay, so over here, we say if you are giving one value of X, you are going to subtract it from 0.55000. I hope you get what I'm trying to say.
All right.
Hello, please you get me?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Yes. So when we've had only one value, the value that was given to us was 20,000. So we solved for 20,000, and then we had 0.94, and then on the Z on the area under the market, the table that you looked at, realize that when you look for 0.94 on the table, you get 0.3264. Please do you understand why we got the 0.3264 from the table?
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Good. So after I'm referring to the woman who was saying that she's having a confusion. I want to understand something. Please, do you get it? Hello?
Is it me? Yes, I am.
Okay. So when we get to, he said workers receiving income greater than what? 20,000 is that now 0.5000 minus 0.3264 will be equal to 0.1736. That's the answer. But what I was just saying is that should in case, for example, you are looking for the percentage of it,
You multiply by
you're
100.
just going to multiply by 100, and that will give you a percentage. I'm not saying we are not being asked for percentage here, but if, for example, you say I want to look for the percentage for the probability of this number, I'm looking for the percentage of this probability. That means to be 0.1736 times 100. I'm only just saying this because so that tomorrow, if somebody comes across this, you don't say, "Oh, Mr. D didn't even say this thing before." I hope you get what I'm trying to say.
Yes, please.
So that you get to know that I also mentioned this thing in our discussion. So if, for example, you have 100%, so then will give us this percentage. So what will be the percentage of what will be the percentage for this?
17.36%.
17. So it will be 17% then. 17.36. As he's saying, it's about 17% in this regard, or 17. When we went at 17%. So this is what we have done, right, for this particular one that we've solved. So the answer is 0.173. If you want to draw the table, as I said, if it's one value they are drawing, remember that the table will be outside. Let me put another one. So now you're going to draw our table. So if you are drawing our table, Now we have more space here. This is our table. Forgive my KF. Why? I know it's looking like a gamma lizard or whatever it is. Sorry. So on our table, what we are going to draw is that we are going to draw us against. We have what answer do we get? 0.94. So me, I'll think that my 0.94 is here. So 0.94. So if 0.94 is here, then the shaded area for probability is what? Is 0.1736. So therefore, please, the one whose background is making noise, please kindly mute the microphone for us. Why? You don't have to record because don't worry, we are going to post it on the YouTube channel, so you will have the access to be able to watch the video again. I think it's the only Zoom class we post there, so you get the opportunity to watch it. Don't worry.
Hello, Eddie.
Yes.
Okay, so please, sorry, does that mean that the first question that we solved, we were given two values of x? That's why we didn't subtract the figure we got from 0.5000, right?
Yes, please. We're giving two nines values. And so when you are plotting the two values on it on the table, you get it. But this one, we are only giving what? One value of x in each situation. So when you're giving one value of x, it means that you are what? You are subtracting it.
Okay.
Do you get me?
Yes, please.
So look, this is it. Do you remember that the first one that we are solving? Do you remember that we when we get two values, we subtract, right? Do you remember?
Yes, we remember.
Yes, yes.
Right. Do we subtract or we add? No, we add them, right?
Yes, we added.
We
Yeah,
add
we
them.
added the two.
Them,
Yeah,
and then we
they
get
said we add.
because from one portion. Remember when I was giving the notes, I told you that maybe from portion A to B, so the total area for that particular portion, we are going to add to get it. But over here, we are subtracting because there's only one value. So if you say you're going to add something, that means you are adding something that is not even there. That means you are making it wrong because you're adding something that does not exist. I hope you're getting me. Because if you have two things and you want to find the other one, you have to take the other one, you have to subtract it from the other one to get the actual value of what is there. I hope you're getting what I'm trying to say.
Mm.
So just put in your mind that if it's one value, we are subtracting it from what 0.500. You get what I'm trying to say? And then put this in your mind that if you are drawing the curve and it's one value, it's always what outside this way. You get me?
Mm.
Good. And if you have two values, you will know that it will be inside because it's two values. So you plot from maybe from one point to another point. So definitely you are going to shape inside. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So can you solve the B before we put? I think it's almost getting to 10 o'clock p.m. right? And I said we'll close at 9:30.
Less than 15
Yeah.
hours.
So the B. You can solve the B. The B to count the same way you are going to go about this, right? The B will come the same process you're going to go, but that one too is also one value. So if I would say that have time with yourself, try your hands on the B, or if you want us to use 5 minutes to wait for you guys to see the answer you get for the B, then I solve it, or you go and try it yourself at home.
Yeah, let's solve it together.
No, let's solve it together.
Let's try some. Let's try some.
So basically, if we are solving it, let's see if the board is not full now. Let's come this one. So the B, what was the B answer? Was 15,000, right?
15,500.
Okay, so that was 3B. So the elements. As I said, you can decide to write the full one or not. Any one you want to use works. Anyone you want to use works. So please, the value should be given by you guys, not me. So I'll admonish you that check the question and let's see what the actual values are.
Mean is 18,500.
You said
That's our X.
The mean
That's
is
our X.
so.
No.
What does population mean?
it's 18,500.
1,500.
Okay, 18,500. What is our population standard deviation?
Is
1,006.
1,600.
Now I'm not even hearing the guys. Your voice is so.
I wonder.
We are solving low key, low key.
We are allowing our mothers to
Then
The
our
women
X
should
is
talk. We are solving low key.
15,500.
Yes, sir. They should talk.
Please, what about the X value? What's the X value you are solving for?
15,500.
100.
Please, the person whose microphone is on, please mute yourself. Like the one who is having noise at the background. So what we are solving for is 15,500, right? So what's our formula?
So Z
Is
equals
equal to 15,500
You
minus.
don't mention the formula first. People already
Oh,
solved.
so we
It's
mentioned
going
it.
to be Z.
X minus
Z
M.
Okay.
is equal to X
Z
minus
is equals to X minus
M
the population mean all
divided
over.
by
all over the
the
population
mean standard deviation.
No, I want you guys to mention so that it sticks in the head that whenever you meet it, you know what you have to do. So now, what are the figures I have to put in? X is what?
15,500
15,500
Sorry.
Minus
Minus 18,500.
18,500
500
All
all
over
divided by
over
1,600.
1,600.
1,600.
Tell me idea for mo pepa.
If you Ghana we did.
Get minus negative 3,000 over
3,000
negative
divided by
3,000 over
1,600.
Hey, please, oh, please. Nice. I hope the rest you come that way.
When we are drawing the curve, the boys will do.
Don't worry, we'll draw the curve for you.
So
We will leave the curve for the boys.
Okay,
so what
so
will
we'll
be
be
the
having
answer?
minus
negative
3,500.
3,000 over
Mm-hmm.
1,600.
3,500.
1,600.
Is it 3,500 or 3,000?
3,000.
3,000,
3,000
negative 3,000.
minus 3,000.
Yeah,
And
all
you will get
divided by
you
1,600.
get
I'm coming. I'm
1.87.
coming. Please wait. One person at a time. Otherwise, it becomes plenty. So
Negative 1.875.
who is talking now? Benita.
So,
So
yes, so
let's
the
go.
final answer is going to be
Hello, I'm coming. Please.
negative.
Hello. Please, one person at a
Hello.
time, so that we can have some. We can get So Benedetta. Sorry, it's Benedetta. So let's.
Okay, the final answer is going to be negative 1.875.
So the final answer is going to be negative 1.875. So
875.
it's equal to
So we'll be
negative 1.6.
no
Six what?
875.
No, 1.8.
8.
875.
Let me clean this there.
875.
Negative 1 point what? 8.
875.
Yes, 875.
875.
Are we going to run it?
You run it.
Yes.
Oh, run
Yes,
1.9.
we run
Minus
it.
So the final answer will be what? Minus what?
1.88.
1.88.
1.88.
Yes.
Yes, please.
Please, are we correct? Because I'm not working to. I'm only
Yes,
relying
Yeah,
you
on
are
you.
correct.
we will run it to 2 decimal places, so it will be
Yes.
1.88.
Okay.
1.88.
Thank you very much. If you say we are, then we are. So now let's move to
The table.
the no, we are not from the table yet. Area.
Mhm.
for the
curve.
please, the one who's having a background for will be minus 1.88. That's what you guys said, right?
Yes, please.
Yes,
What
Yes.
is the answer on
Zero
the
point
curve?
four six nine nine.
0.4699.
0.4699.
Thank you. 0.46. Oh, it's not going here, so let me just clean this. Oh, so let's do it. So a few seconds and I'll just 0.4699. Good. So if we are having 0.4699, then our next this one will be what? Therefore, workers receiving income less than
15,500.
Let's not forget the CD sign. 15,500 is what will be equal to,
0.5.
thank you, 0.5000
minus 0.4699
is equal to
0.0301.
0.0301. Okay, if you want to find for percentage, you guys already know how to find for percentage. We are not looking for percentage on this one, so that's why I'm not doing that. So now let's draw our curve. Let's go to a new table to draw our curve. So our curve will come this way. Forgive my curve, I will take it like that, right? It's not drawn to scale. So in this instance, how is it go? Will it go on the left or the right?
Going to the
Okay, so we have negative 1 point. Is it negative or positive? Did we get?
it's negative.
It's negative. Negative.
It's
So it will be
positive.
on the left side.
Negative
It's positive.
1.88. So it's going to the left.
Did we get negative or positive? That's the question.
We had negative
Negative.
negative.
1.88.
So if you had negative, it's going to be on the left side. If you had positive, it's going to be
On
on the
the
right
left
side.
side.
On the axis. Yeah. So that means our shaded area will be here because we only had one value. Sorry. Will be here. So now our value is 0.0301. This is our value. This is the x-axis. So that's our value. So that's what the diagram looks. So the proportion of TEWU we'll be doing. I'll be solving some other ones which are supposed to look at in terms of the hypothesis. So those particular one, I will not solve them now. I'll solve them when we are done with the chi-square, which is also very easy for some of the things we're about to do. So please, but the chi-square, I'll need you to pay attention because there are steps. The moment you grab the steps, my dear, you are good to go. Okay. So this is the answer we'll get. This is the answer we'll get for it, and then we are done. Is there any question?
Yes.
Okay. Melissa, you can
Sir,
go ahead.
with the question they gave us, you see, they indicated the less than and then the greater than word. So, is there any way we can actually solve for the proportion by as well indicating the symbols of the less than and then the greater than signs in it?
What you want to say is that what you saw was this, right?
Yes.
Yeah, there's you can indicate that. So if you remember very well, when I was doing this in our first video, here is it. So in our first video, when I was giving the first note, I made mention of this particular thing over here. Do you see it here?
Yes, please. Okay.
Good. So I already made mention of this thing already in our first class when we were doing it. So I made mention of this over here.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Thank you.
you're welcome.
Hello,
So
Eddie.
yes.
I don't know if there is a way of getting the question Prof solved with us on Saturday, because that question is a bit confusing than
So
what we are
no
doing
problem.
now.
What I'm trying to say is that there's no issue. If you have a question that you want us to go through, just send it to me by WhatsApp, and then I would make sure that the next meeting that
We are
we'll
not
have that
even
question.
having issue. Prof was the one. I didn't know that we not.
What I'm trying to say that any question he solved with you is already in your slides. Prof does not is not
Oh,
giving you a question
okay.
that is different. So that means the whole semester you will not open the slides. I beg you, open the slides. I beg you in the name of God. Open the slides. Okay. Everything he solved with you is in the slides. Okay. If he hears this, I'm sure if you don't take care, Prof will be angry with you. That's why that means you not open the slides the whole semester. So it's in the slides. So I beg you, open the slides and you see all his questions, the solutions,
Okay,
and
I
then
will do
the
that and then get back to you.
okay, please. Are there more any questions? So as we've done for today, and then we've gone on the outline for the reflection paper. When you are done with the reflection paper, you can send it to me for me to go through, and you can guide yourself. As I said, it's easier as pie as you've always been writing your examination. You can do with your own capacity without necessarily having to employ AI to write the entire work for you. No. So I've shown you how you can do that without having to use that capacity. And this is one that has to do with you. You're an African, so you should be able to write in that context and able to express yourself in that context and using that particular outline or developing your own outline. So far we've done like three questions for
Eddie,
four questions.
please, can you share the questions with us in our groups?
Okay, I've sent it already, but I'm sure they will forward it to also the main platform. So we've done four questions now. We'll look at the chi-square, then we'll come back to solve some other two questions. That's a mix of maybe the chi-square and the area under a curve. And then we'll move to the most easiest one of all, which is crossed up, the most easiest and simplest of all the questions that you can ever get. So thank you very much for making time to join the discussion for today. I hope to see you in our next discussion. And I also, those who are unable to join earlier, please, you can join by go to Kojifusu Inspire, the YouTube channel, and then the video for that particular one is there. So please, you can do that, okay, and then you can go and watch it. Just type Kojifusu Inspire, and I think I've seen that it's already even been sent to your platform also. So you can check it and then do your best and then go through those ones, and then you'll be good to go. So when you go here, and let me just give me a few seconds. So when you just come here, so you can see this area under the area under the normal distribution. So the second video I'll be posting on the channel will be area under the normal distribution part 2. So I'll make this one part 1, and I'll make that one part 2. So those who did not know how we located the figures,